everyone, my name is Sarah and you are watching Kakokoto, where today we're going to plan in my Hobonichi Weeks Mega, which lives in this cover also by Hobonichi. This is a cover that I got in 2018 and it's by Liberty London Fabrics. This is what my last week turned out looking like. Again, I filmed this on a Saturday, so there were some additions afterwards. I'm thinking about doing a 6 months worth of pages flip through. So a flip through after June is finished. If you're interested in that, please comment down below. This is a pouch I got off of Jet Pens, and it houses all my Tombow dual brush pens and these play color dots. That's the 12 color set. And yeah, there are quite a lot of brush pens. I don't know how they accumulated so fast. It feels like they are, I don't know, dust bunnies. But somehow I needed all these brush pens. I want to center this spread around one of these memo pages. I'm going to show you a close-up of this in another video. But I end up choosing the page that is already bent up, because although I had only unpacked this the day before, yeah, I managed to bend up this page. Otherwise I think I would have gone with the blue or the pink, because it reminds me more of spring. And I'm really yearning for spring at the moment. That's why I am also choosing this spring green and this apricot. They go, one of them is like a contrasting and the other is like a complementary color for the memo page that I chose. Unfortunately, the memo pad is not sticky, although it is the size of a sticky note. So I will have to use masking tape later on to tack it down. As I did last week, I'm currently clamping down my page so it doesn't distort as much. And now I'm using the brush pen as like a watercolor pigment. First I'm laying down the pen, and you have to hurry up a little bit with this one, because as you can see on the top here, if you wait a little bit too long, then the pen will leave marks on the paper, on the Tomoe River paper at least, because it absorbs the pen so fast. This is still in real time, so I realized that, and with the green I hurried up a little bit. And I also went in the direction that I applied the pen to the paper. And as you can see, I managed to do a nice little gradient with these two colors. Now I'm spreading the leftover pigments on the paper. And while I wait for the right side to dry, I'm starting on the left-hand side. And this part is sped up quite a little bit, because I thought that me laying down stencils was a little bit boring. This is a platinum mini mechanical pencil in 0.5, which is always in this cover. It has a little eraser underneath the metal cap, and yeah, it's just very useful and astoundingly comfortable to write with. Now I was checking whether I have any appointments other than work. And actually I have a meetup with a friend on Thursday, and I'm really happy that this is happening, because Thursday is the official start of carnival season over here in Germany. yeah, I'm deciding I'm deciding which pen to write down the appointment with. Yeah, and which multi-pen to use. I like last year's version better because it's just a tad smaller in the grip section. But the 2019 multi-pen is still very nice to write with. I like the Jetstream ballpoint ink, to be honest. And as I said before, usually I'm a mechanical pencil girl, so this really surprises me. No, what I actually wanted to say is Thursday is the start of carnival season over here in Germany, and there will be lots of costumed, drunk people in the street, which is mainly what carnival seems about, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm happy that my friend rescued me from attending any parties on Thursday. Thursday is like they call it Altweiber sometimes. It's the day where ladies in the office are allowed to cut off the ties of their boss. And yeah, I think I did that in the past when my father was my boss. It was quite hilarious. And yeah, it's like the day that women are allowed to go crazy. I know that sounds quite awful because I think women are allowed to go crazy every day of the week or every day in the year. But yeah, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm choosing some stickers now, and I open up this flake sticker book and realize that these wagashi stickers, these Japanese sweet stickers, are actually really nice for this spread. Then I realized that it's totally out of frame, and I'm thinking about adding a masking sticker, but end up not choosing any. This thing with these round balls is a dango. It's made out of rice flour, and dango are usually covered in a mix of soy sauce and sugar. So they are sweet and savory at the same time, and usually they are heated up. So normally I like the combination of sweet and savory, but somehow I don't like the dango. I don't know why. And the other is a traditional mochi type of sweet, which wagashi makers turn into a little flour. And I think you can only get this in traditional areas like Kyoto, and I have never had that before. Now I'm trying to Now I'm trying to write down or hand letter to do on the top. And I'm really sorry, it looks 3 kinds of ugly. I'm still very new to hand lettering. And yeah, I'm trying to do my best. Because you can only improve while doing this. Now I try to use the little boxes on my weeks, and then I realized that I don't like the look of the little box. And what I really like about using these brush pens, and what surprised me a little bit, is that I was able to use the eraser, and the eraser hardly took any pigments with it. Like normally if you use a normal type of eraser on top of a watercolored section, then it will lift up off some of the pigments, but that totally didn't happen with the brush pen, which I found amazing. And I thought it was worthy to note for future reference. Now I'm writing down my to-do list for this week. Hopefully I get around to doing some of them, unlike last week. Yeah, I'm collecting all the stencils now and return them to this little pouch in the front. And I actually thought I would be done now, but then I decided to write the German word for carnival on the weekend. I'm still deciding on the color over here, but yeah, this turns out even uglier than the word to do. I have this handy color reference chart in the back of my weeks. This is the first page of the note section because I refer to it quite often, because you cannot judge from the color on the pen what the color actually looks like. Yeah, as I said, this turns out very, very ugly, and because of that I used some colors of the Play Color dot and added some dots. This is what my week ends up looking like. Thank you very much for watching this. If you have any comments or questions, please comment down below. I look forward to hearing from you and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.